Your brainwave changes from the deep delta state to the theta state, to the alpha state, and finally to the beta state when you wake up in the morning. The opposite happens when we go to sleep at night. It changes from the alert beta state to the alpha state, to the theta, and finally the delta state. Your brainwave goes up and down with your daily cycle. A large percentage of the population goes from the beta state right down to the delta state quickly when they go to bed after a long day. This is where the window of opportunity lies. The trick is to slow down this quick drop in brainwave from beta to delta and hold it in the theta state for some time. You can then begin to visualize your perfect life, reinforce it with affirmations, and change your thought patterns. The same can be done when you wake up and you're still in the theta state of mind. But what do people think of when they wake up in the morning? They get caught up with their life problems so much that they give little attention to how they feel when they wake up. They think of the bills to pay, the amount of work to be done during the day, the problems they have, and so on. The list is endless. Your brain is like a hard drive that has stored everything that you've experienced and learned in life. Your problems are also embedded in the hard drive as memories. These problems are linked to a certain time, certain situations, certain places, and people. In addition, each memory has an emotion attached to it. So when you wake up and think of your problems, you're thinking of your past, and as a result, you feel that emotion linked to your past. These emotions end up reaffirming your identity, and you think that you are just your problems. The thoughts you think bring these old emotions to the surface, and these emotions then influence how you think. It is a vicious cycle of thinking and feeling that keeps you stuck to your past programming. The subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to differentiate between a real experience and an imagined one. Your thoughts thus keep you believing that you're in that experience 24 hours a day. When you wake up, you immediately connect with everything known to you in your life through social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and breaking news give you a burst of irrelevant information before you go about on autopilot to do the same things you've always done in life. Your today is just a copy of your yesterday, and your tomorrow will be another copy of today. Everything is then just a copy of a copy, and you're dragging yourself into a predictable future with your programming. So then, the question should be, how do I get out of this terrible programming if the past is known and the future is predictable? The answer is the present moment. The only territory that is not familiar to your mind is the present moment. Instead of clinging to the unhappy memories of your problems, take a chance to explore the unpredictability of the present moment. When you decide to make a new choice, it becomes the death of your old programming. You can decide to modulate your state of being in the present moment by tapping into the theta state instead of living in fear. There are infinite possibilities in the quantum field. You have the ability to pull into your life anything that you desire from this field. So if you stress out by thinking about the worst case scenario, that is what you're going to see more of. Instead, if you consciously choose to break the pattern and put your attention behind how you would like your life to be, that's how it will pan out. But it all starts in the present moment. When you find that window of opportunity in the theta state while going to sleep or while waking up, take a few minutes to keep your eyes closed and mentally visualize who you're going to be and what your life is like. Remember that even though it is just visualization, your subconscious mind doesn't know that. When you do this every day, you will begin to form new connections in your brain and reprogram your mind. Eventually, your life will begin to look like how you would like it to be. A disconnection from the old pattern is the most vital part of the work. When you successfully disconnect from your programs, you begin seeing possibilities in everything. The mind can be hacked when you begin to take control of your thoughts and emotions in the theta state. Your mind no longer plays the memories of the past. It becomes a roadmap to everything you've meant to be. The age-old adage, "Fake it till you make it," may sound like just a statement, but in this case, it is the truth. By mental repetition, you trick your mind into writing new software. It then becomes who you are. You might then even begin to really feel like a happy person. As time passes, when you overcome the old self, you will begin to feel like a new person completely. Since the body is linked to the mind through systematic mental conditioning, you can physically feel better. Your emotions are stored in your body. Through positive reinforcement, you can feel these emotions making you better and wholesome. Just a change of thought pattern and holding it in the theta state is enough to cause a huge shift in your being. You no longer have to rely on the old cause and effect paradigm where you wait for something outside of you to make you feel better. The new quantum model is not about cause and effect. It is about causing an effect. You cause an effect in the quantum field with your mind. You can feel better now. You no longer have to wait for the money to feel wealthy. You no longer have to wait for healing to occur to feel fit. You can start with nothing and pull all those desires into your reality with a conscious calibration of your mental state. You are no longer your program, but a creator of your reality. The moment you feel good about yourself, feel gratitude, and fall in love with the world, healing begins to happen. When you've made the shift to a different vibration, it then becomes your duty to help others make the shift. By becoming conscious of their thought patterns, emotions, and programs, others can start applying the new quantum model to their life. When enough people make the shift, it will cause a ripple effect that will go out into the world, ushering a whole new quantum realm into existence. When humanity collectively creates this reality, we will reach our natural state of being.